Welcome back to the future of Shasta. I am here with one of my new favorite people in the whole world, Ryan Collins. I have been texting you and calling you and emailing you and dreaming with you at a disproportionate rate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, then you must have a lot of people talk to you. I thought you'd be impressed by me by now. I'm always trying to get a hold of Ryan. Hey, how about this idea? What if we do this? You are actually a answer to my hope for Shasta County and for young people or people in transition. So about a little backstory, about a year and a half ago, I started having this thought and I started building a strategy around how Redding could increase the economy by upwards of $1 billion a year in new income by basically becoming a hub for freelancers to live here. Seattle, Portland, Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco. It's way cheaper to live here. The internet's fast here. And I was kind of building this plan, and if we did it at scale, Redding could completely change. My thought was like flip the funnel upside down, right? We lease our cars, we have mortgages on our house. What if we bring people here that make a great income by working remotely for all the people in the world? And I started working on this plan. And the big issue was education. So we started dreaming about what could be. And we started talking about the future of Shasta and Redding. And we thought, well, maybe we need a tech university. Like, what if we called it Shasta Tech? What if we called it Bethel Tech? And we, being the people that made the decision, I was just the cheerleader, like, you can do it, guys. We decided, let's go Bethel Tech. Bethel has a really amazing brand locally and internationally, and it allows us to kind of get our foot in the door, start this boot camp, and that was it. I was just part of the conversations, and then you came in to the rescue at the perfect time. You have the background. You are executing the strategy, incredible. Everybody is people say great things about you behind your back.
Oh, that's good to know.
So I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad the school launched yesterday. The school is for Redding. The school is for the world. And it really changes who we are as a society because this is something that has never been available in Shasta County. It's going to change the way people think about education. You're here to represent education and good-looking men. And let's get started.
Okay, sounds good.
Anything's possible. 10 years. Where could Shasta County be?
Time travel, obviously.
Thank you.
So
only going forward.
Right. No, I have a unique perspective in that I've been here for 4 months and moved here from Oklahoma City. And from day one, I've just been overwhelmed and blown away by the hope that is in this community. People always ask, why are you here? And talking to people at the grocery store or the guys that install my cable, and when we tell them, they're just like, you can see like literally and figuratively that their heads lift up. And I think that there's just a sense of hope here. And so I'm really excited about that. And I think it just takes a spark to do something big. And I see a lot of sparks in this room tonight. And so what I see Redding being in Shasta County is really a city of the future, a future city. I see us as a tech hub. And I think that there are things brewing right now that are laying the groundwork. And I'm humbled and glad that Bethel School of Technology could be a part of that. But you've got guys like Rick Sabraka and Josh Johnson. I don't know if Josh is here tonight.
I've seen him.
Great. Yeah.
That really amazing man. He's
really
here
innovative guys that are thinking, hey, why not? Why not us? And so laying the groundwork, and I think it all comes back to, acquiring an in-demand skill, and education is a big part of that. And so, I've seen it. I've seen it with my previous company that if you create the right talent, then that the companies will follow. So my hope and my vision for Redding and Shasta County is that 10 years from now that we would be this tech hub with amazing talent that the leading companies from all over the world would come here, not just to get our talent, but also to set up shop here, and it would completely revolutionize the county and the city.
I love that. Who is inspiring you specifically in Shasta County that has nothing to do with what you do at work, nothing to do with Bethel or the faith world? Like, who have you met out and about, meeting people, and just kind of shocked you, like, wow, I'm just so full of life and hope and optimism from this person or these people that have nothing to do with my world?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. I mean, collectively, this community, and I really do, I do love it. I love that people are open and they're ready for something more. I mentioned Josh and Rick, Julie Winter, who's coming up here soon. I love people that dream big and challenge me to dream big as well, and say, you know, what if, and then why not? And Julie is that. Jackie Durant is another one who's here. I didn't know she was going to be here, but I was going to talk about her and what she does. I have the opportunity to sit in staff meetings with her, and when she shares testimonies, it just wrecks me because she's providing hope in oftentimes what we would deem as hopeless situations. And she's not just helping families for now in some really difficult situations, but she's helping them establish legacy. And that's what I see over this entire region is legacy. Like, what can we do? My wife likes to say something, what does God put in your hands? And that's something that I've stolen from her. I can do that. We're married. So I like to say, what does God put in your hands? What's in your hands that you can make a difference? How can you help people? How can you be intentional about it? And how do we not just talk about it, but how do we actually do it? And you know, the thing is that education is such an important catalyst for that. You can give a man a fish and he eats for a day. You can teach a man a fish and he eats for a lifetime. That's what I'm so excited about. What we're, you know, just the tech space and tech education in general. That there are just so many jobs right now, and there will continue to be more and more jobs in software development and data science and cybersecurity. There's going to be 1 million unfulfilled programming jobs within the next 2 years. Companies it's keeping them up at night. How do I get enough talent? And it's not just reskilling or upskilling current talent. We need an infusion of new talent. And so what's so exciting about this is they're willing to pay really good money for entry-level developers. And so I would say that is something that you can give to somebody. You can give them a tool. You can put something in their hands. They can help their family, they can help their community, and they can establish legacy. And that's why I'm here, and that's what I love about this.
You talk legacy, you talk family, so I want to switch up the third question that's practical in a year. I want to switch from future of Shasta to the future of the Collins family. What is it that Shasta County is providing for your family? You've been here 4 months. How do you see Shasta County in the next 12 months impacting you, your wife, your 3 children? Keep it brief, but I want you to make it personal, make it family, because you're a newcomer here.
Yeah.
And this community is going to make a legacy on your family. Talk about that.
Yeah, I think it's really in which, I have this kind of idea that the filling up is in the pouring out, and what can we actually bring to the community, and how can we help the community, and so I would say let's lock arms, and there's things that need to change, and I think that, and I've seen it firsthand. I've seen where I've got a wonderful colleague that is an expert in grants for homeless veterans that we provide them a skill in coding, completely changes their life. Same with people that have been incarcerated that are now re-entering the community, giving them a skill. I know somebody that helps with women who have been rescued from human trafficking, giving them a coding skill, something that is going to propel them into a healthy future and establishing that legacy. So I would say the more that we help, the more the community actually helps us.
So let's be vulnerable with our 2 minutes.
Sure. I only am vulnerable for 2 minutes, and then it's completely shut off.
How does your family need help from the community? You're new. How can the community specifically help you? Because that answer is what other new people to town are also feeling but may never say. So be vulnerable, be transparent. Like, how can this community help your family? Not the business, not Bethel Tech, not education. I'm asking because you represent a person in a family that's moving into this area. And so, tell us, what do you need from this community? This is the call to action. What can this community do for new families that move?
Yeah, I mean, and it's interesting. We're very much a kind of home-based, so where we are at, that's where our home is, and we're very close. But what I would say is that, I hear, and I love what Hope said about excellence, and I think let's be intentional about this. Let's take away the things that we're hearing tonight, and let's create a plan of action, because that's what we want to see. I mean, we want to see a thriving city, and the other thing I want to say is I don't want to leave leave anybody behind. I want us to lock arms. I want us to build a city. I want companies to come in here and be excited to come in here and know that we're going to support them, and this city's going to grow in a healthy way. We're not going to manufacture something. It's something that's going to happen organically, but it all starts with that hope. Now, what do we do with it? That, and honestly, for my family, would be huge because that's what we love to see.
That's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us. One last thing.
Yeah.
There's a camera.
Yeah.
You're running a digital tech school. I don't want you to pitch it. What I want you to do is I want you to realize that this is a supercomputer. It's the remote control of our life. You know this, I know this. And that the fact that we have access to so many people listening to us right now, live and archived, like this is, and you look great, by the way, like the brick and the color and thing and the frame and Sean Buckley's lights. Sean Buckley, one of the most brilliant men I've ever met in my life. I say it every time. I say it again, Sean Buckley.
It's a great beard.
I love the way you think. You make me so happy. You make all my crazy ideas, actual strategies. Thank you for that.
So he's the one to blame for that, right?
Yes, he is, but he holds me back in the right ways. You look amazing. You sound amazing. This microphone is epic.
Yeah, it's good.
There it is. Talk to the party people.
Yeah, I would say, think about what is in your hands and be intentional about taking what's in your hands and let's build a community together and let's create a legacy.
I love that. Thank you so much for being here.